Hi, in this video I'll show you how to use LangGraph's custom streaming capabilities to stream events out of a graph, and then how to forward those events over the A2A protocol to build a production-grade streaming agent. This video has a few prerequisites, so I assume you got basic knowledge about LangGraph and also about the A2A protocol. If you don't have that, then please watch my introduction videos to both of these topics to be able to understand everything. Let's jump straight into the code. So what do we have here? This is a very simple script.py where we create our graph that makes use of custom streaming. So here is what's going on. This is just a very simple dummy graph that processes 10 files where file 4 and 7 are broken, and each of the files take 1.5 seconds to process. To use custom streaming, we have to import the getStreamWriter function from langgraph.config. In a node, so in a node function, which is process node, we have to create a writer object by just calling that function. And that writer object can now stream custom messages from the graph. So in this case, we use the writer to stream a dictionary. In this case, we've got 4 keys: the type, which can be error, done, or summary, the file name, the index, and also how many files we've got total. So in this case, we could say we processed 5 out of 10 files. And then in the graph, we iterate over a range from 1 to total plus 1, and then create this dummy fake report. We sleep for 1.5 seconds, and then we stream everything out from the graph. After that, we can build the graph. We just got a single node, process, and so we got our graph object. If we want to make use of the custom streaming functionality, we have to use stream or A-stream. A-stream allows for asynchronous streaming. A-stream yields 2 objects. The first one is mode that can be used to access different streaming modes. We can use custom and also the other streaming modes in parallel. But what we are interested in is this chunk object. This chunk object is a dictionary that we can use the get method on, and we can access this type key. So this type key is exactly what the writer returns. So our stream writer gives us type, file, index, and total. And we can access whatever we want. In this case, we are interested in the type. So if the type is done, then we know that the processing of the file worked. If it is error, then we know it didn't work. At the end, we also got this summary type where we can create a little summary from the stream. So you have to set the correct object in the stream writer and then access it just by chunk.get and access the key that you set in the stream writer. Quite easy to use. Okay, so let's try it out. If you don't have installed the dependencies yet, just write uv sync, then everything should be up to date, and then just type uv run python script.py, and there you should see the custom streaming capabilities. 1 of 10. And here is the report number, the 4th failed, and so on and so on. So streaming just works very easy and correct. Okay, so now we've got our streaming successfully set up in a script.py, but we want to use it via the agent-to-agent protocol. So we want the streaming capabilities of LangGraph in combination with the streaming capabilities of the A2A protocol. For that, we have to look at the server.py. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this is not an introduction to the A2A protocol and not to the A2A SDK. So I will focus on what is relevant for the streaming. So here you can see at the top, we import the graph from the script.py and use it like before, but one difference is here. So instead of just printing the output of the stream writer, we save it in a message variable, and we use that message variable in the updater class. So the A2A SDK offers a task updater, and we can use the update status method of that to stream events from the server to the client. So what do we get here? We get the state. In this case, the state is task state.working. So if I click here, you can see that that is just an enum. So the client will see, okay, we are still in the working process. And we get a new message, and the message that we stream is the message that we saved here. So the client will see, okay, 1 of 10 files is processed and the state of the task is still working. So, and that's actually it. It's quite easy to combine. So we use A-stream, save the output from the chunk in a variable, and use the update status method of the A2A SDK to stream from the A2A server to the A2A client. So I'm going to show you the result of that. So now we need two terminals. The first one is to start the server, uv run python and then server.py. So now our application is running on a localhost port 8001, and our client.py, which is also from the A2A SDK, access our server on that URL. So we use the client factory, connect our client to the URL. We use an HTTP client and use streaming mode true. To force the server to do anything, we just have to send any kind of message that we want, because it will not be used in a state. So we just then start processing, and then we use the send message method and send this message object to our A2A server. Like the graph, the A2A client also yields two objects, the task and the update. So in this case, we want to check if the update is an instance of task status update event, or if it is an task artifact update event. So artifact is normally the final message or a file, and the task status update event is the information that we get when one file was processed, for example. And that's it actually. So let's try it out. We just use uv run python and then client.py. We can see that now it starts processing, and this is the event that we get, working, file 4, failed. This is exactly the same that we can see in the logs of the server. So as you can see, this works, and in my opinion, that is the very best way to combine the streaming capabilities of LangGraph with the streaming capabilities of the A2A protocol. Very simple to use, very simple to understand, just great. Let me know your thoughts in a comment, and if you liked the video, then of course give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video, bye bye.